A quiet room, a table prepared, bread, wine, and men who did not yet understand what was about to happen. Jesus sat among them, calm, composed, as if nothing had changed. But everything was about to. He takes the bread, breaks it, gives it to them. "This is my body." He takes the cup. "This is my blood, shed for many." They hear the words, but they do not understand them. Not yet, because to them, this is still just a meal. But to him, it is a farewell. Then he says something that shifts the room. "One of you will betray me." Silence. Eyes turn. Questions rise. "Lord, is it I?" Each one asking, hoping the answer is no. Judas sits among them, listening, knowing. And Jesus looks at him, not with anger, not with surprise, but with understanding. "What you are about to do quickly." And Judas leaves. Into the night, the moment has begun. After the meal, they go to a garden, Gethsemane, a place of prayer, a place of quiet. But not tonight. Jesus steps away from them, alone, and for the first time, the weight begins to show. "My soul is exceeding sorrowful." He falls to the ground, prays, "If it be possible, let this cup pass from me." Not fear, but the weight of what must be done. "Nevertheless, not my will, but thine." He returns to the disciples. They are asleep. Again he prays. Again he returns. Again they sleep. The hour is near. And then the silence breaks. Torches, footsteps, voices. Judas returns. Not alone. Soldiers with him. He approaches Jesus and gives him a kiss, a sign, a betrayal. And Jesus is taken. Not resisting, not escaping, but surrendering. They lead him away, through the night, from one trial to another, before religious leaders, false accusations, false witnesses, contradictions. But he answers little. Silence where defense should be. Because this is not a trial seeking truth. It is a path already chosen. Then he is taken to Pilate, a man with power, but uncertain. "Art thou the king of the Jews?" Pilate asks, and Jesus answers, but not in the way expected. "My kingdom is not of this world." Pilate searches for fault, finds none, no crime, no rebellion, no reason to condemn. And yet, the crowd grows louder, more restless, more demanding. "Crucify him." Pilate offers a choice: Jesus or Barabbas. One innocent, one guilty. The crowd chooses. Not truth, not justice, but noise. Barabbas. And the king is rejected. The soldiers take him. They strip him, mock him. A crown of thorns pressed into his head, a robe placed on him in cruel imitation. "Hail, King of the Jews!" They laugh, strike him, spit on him, not knowing who stands before them. Then the scourging, the body weakened, the strength fading, and still. He does not resist. The cross is placed upon him, heavy, rough. He carries it through the streets, the same streets where days before they had welcomed him. Now, he walks them alone. He falls, rises again, moves forward, step by step, toward Golgotha, the place of a skull. There, they crucify him, hands pierced, feet fixed, lifted between heaven and earth. Above him, a sign: Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. They meant accusation, but it was truth. The crowd watches. Some mock. He saved others. Himself he cannot save. But he could. He simply would not, because this is why he came. Darkness falls. In the middle of the day, the sky changes, the light disappears. Creation itself responds. And from the cross, he speaks, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." Even here, there is mercy. Hours pass. Pain deepens. Silence grows heavier. Then a cry, my God, why hast thou forsaken me?" The weight of it all. Then, it is finished. Not defeat, completion. The work is done. And he gives up his spirit. The earth shakes. The veil of the temple is torn from top to bottom. What was separated is now opened. A Roman centurion watches and says, "Truly, this was the Son of God." The crowd begins to leave. The noise fades. The shouting ends. And what remains is silence. Heavy, unanswered. The king has been crucified. The one they welcomed now lies lifeless. It feels like the end, but it is not. It is the turning point, the sacrifice, the moment everything changes. The king did not lose his life. He gave it, and the silence that follows is not empty. It is waiting for what comes next.